And the schnitzel is going on here, and Mama is eating some ice that I want
Yeah,
some.
why you? No, ma'am. Some claws.
I want some ice. Don't be like that.
Okay, on our channel, we talk about Am I the A-hole? And today's story is Am I the A-hole for making my son clean up after his sister in the bathroom? Depends on the age group.
It also depends on.
Have the sister all cleaned up for the brother before, prior to this,
Right,
and now you're making the brother clean up because she always have to clean up after him, or vice versa.
right.
Is he assigned like this is his chore
Hmm.
to do every night? Yeah, you can make somebody clean up. It don't
Right.
bother me.
The writer is a 40 female, and she has two kids. For this is their fake names for privacy. Dax is 12. He's a boy, and Mia is 14. She's a girl.
Okay.
And that's her two kids. She says, "My kids don't get along super well. Dax thinks pranks are really funny," and she put pranks in quotation marks.
Okay.
I guess like every 12-year-old boy, and he annoys Mia with them a lot. It's something my husband and I have been working on, as it's the source of many fights between them.
Okay,
How
well,
y'all been working on it?
what I'm saying is if he's doing pranks on the girl, no, I wouldn't be cleaning up no prank. I
Right,
would make him clean it up.
right.
Like I've seen pranks all the time where they bust different balloons and things like that over somebody's head, and you expect her to clean that up. Oh no, you cleaning up this mess because you the one did the prank.
Right.
So it says Dax gets a lot of pranks idea from YouTube
And
and
TikTok.
TikTok and will often recreate what he sees.
Y'all need to put a certain type of
What I'm
privacy on
saying
that.
is, why y'all leaving supplies out? Why y'all giving this boy money to go buy this kind of stuff? Is this in the stuff he's finding that's in the cabinet? Because a lot of this stuff on YouTube and TikTok, you have to buy that kind of stuff.
My thing is on.
Cut off his allowance. Watch what he doing.
My thing is.
And last but not least, tear that up.
And
Anyway.
my thing is at the same breath, y'all could legit set it for certain things on the YouTube to stop your child from watching those things. So it's all mostly on y'all for not being correct parents. Y'all say y'all been working with him, but he's still doing these pranks.
But
He's still
they
getting these
trying to give
ideas.
them some type of freedom. I understand. He's
Mama,
about to-
I get the
No,
type
but it's
of
just
freedom.
like it's several things or apps that I didn't want you to get at a young age, and you want to do it because that's what your friends was doing. So I understand them as parents.
No, I'm saying on YouTube, you could have a certain setting to make
parental
sure.
setting.
That's what I'm saying for
But
YouTube.
on YouTube and TikTok, kids are doing pranks. So you can't set it to a certain age because everywhere you look around, they even have adult channel that's doing pranks.
True.
So he said most of them are harmless, something like a fake spider in her food. But this time, I think he went too far.
How's that
How's
harmless?
a fake spider in her food? Y'all not watching this, boy? Because let me find out that I got a spider or something in my food. There's going to be consequences and repercussions. Because I ain't nothing funny about that, especially if the girl has a phobia about spiders. Because I have a sister that have a phobia about lizards. I ain't going to ever play that prank on her.
That's ridiculous.
Let's be real.
And my thing is,
Y'all letting this boy get out of hand.
I don't like how y'all try to downside them and say, oh, most of them are harmless. They're building up. They're not harmless if it's causing harm to your child's mental state, of where she legit feels like she always has to be on guard because her brother likes to pull pranks and her parents like to brush it off. Because y'all seem like the parents that are like, oh, he's just a boy. That's what boys do. Y'all need to stop
Exactly.
that. Dax thought it would be funny to put saran wrap over the toilet before my daughter went to the bathroom. He said he got the idea from online. I don't know if this is a thing, but it's a terrible prank. Basically, he put plastic wrap under the toilet seat so that if someone sits on it, well, pretty much it makes a mess instead of going in the bowl. Yeah, I know, ew. So he does this right before Mia goes to the bathroom to pee. When she gets in there, she sits on the seat normal and pees. Since there's plastic wrap right over the hole, her pee collects on it and gets everywhere, all over the ground and toilet and on her.
I'm disgusted at this point.
I'm severely upset for her.
Because what if, because it seems like they probably, as kids, share a bathroom, and the girl normally just goes in there and sit down and use it. What if he would have did this to you, mama?
Then what?
How would you have felt?
It would be so harmless now, would it?
Especially if that during the time of the month. How would you have felt about that?
And it seems like she hasn't even got hers yet.
No, but what I'm saying is, they're downplaying
No, I agree with you.
him and these pranks because he done got out of hand now.
And this is like embarrassing. Your daughter is still a teenager. And y'all was like, because what gave me the notice that y'all really ain't taking this boy seriously is because when y'all first said it, he's 12. This is exactly what y'all said. Y'all said when he's 12. Hold on, let me find it. Let
I
me find it.
guess like every 12-year-old. No,
Right, like every 12-year-old.
12-year-old ain't doing that.
When I was 12, I didn't do that. You wanna know what I was doing? Play with Monster High, LPS, and Bratz
No, I
dolls.
didn't have brothers. We ain't do stuff like that. And I have nieces and nephews around the age, and they don't do stuff like that.
That is horrible.
Because they know that it will be consequences if their parents find out. Y'all don't have no consequences set in place, to me. For this boy to keep escalating and escalating and escalating, but y'all say y'all trying. Y'all not really trying. I know what it is. The husband is saying in his wife's ear, oh, he's just a boy. He'll grow out of it and all that. Y'all really ain't trying.
To me, that's the problem with today's kids is because parents will let their boys do anything and everything, but let the daughter pull the same pranks and even worse, like let her get some there and put it in his shampoo bottle. Y'all be with the quickness to repercussion her, and then she like, oh, it's a prank. It's a harmless prank. Then y'all have been looking crazy. Y'all should have nipped this in the butt way before she even had to deal with this. This is awful. She comes to me crying. She's embarrassed because she's a teenage girl, and this is disgusting.
14.
What do you expect? I told Mia to shower and not worry about the mess. Here's where I might be that I go to my son and yell at him for what he did. Y'all just now starting to give him repercussions. I tell him that that's not an appropriate prank. He's old enough to know that that's not okay. And then I made him clean it up.
Yeah.
How's that?
I'd have made him clean it up too.
He started crying, saying it's unfair that I made him clean his sister's pee.
Okay, but you caused it.
Right. He's gross and he's going to be sick. He said it's from her body, so she should clean it. But it was his fault and literally his mess to deal with. I don't know why I should humiliate my daughter further on why I should have to clean it. And the biggest thing, he needs to learn. Exactly.
I told him the mess was his fault and she should think about the repercussions of his actions next time because this is what his prank caused. You should have been making him clean it up. Because it seems like he would do something crazy or something like that. Like when he put that spider in our food, I'd have made him give him your plate. Give him your plate and he gonna eat your plate. And I'm gonna fix you a fresh plate. He'd have been learned, oh, it's consequences to whatever he doing.
Sure.
Or if he did something like a prank of what they used to do, that powder slap. Open up your hand, daughter. Stand right here. I'm going to put powder in your hand. I want you to hit them back as hard as you can. Slap the fire out of them. I guarantee, if you would have made tit for tat, like every prank that he did, let the daughter do it again back to her as she 14, oh yeah, he'd have been stopped this.
Because y'all just
But
let him
it seems
build.
like you was either cleaning up after what he did, the daddy probably was cleaning up after what he did, and he never had to clean it up. So that's why it would escalate to the next level, to the next level, to the next level.
Because that's ridiculous.
Okay. So it says, and then I stood in the doorway and watched as I made him clean all of the urine off the floor of the toilet. Good. He didn't learn how to clean that anyway. Because boys missing aim and all around the thing. He should have been cleaning the toilet. Period.
I think it was appropriate punishment considering it's really just the natural consequences of what he did. And doubles it as a general lesson to learn how to clean the toilet, which he has to learn at some point anyway. Well, my husband disagrees. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. This all happened while he was at work, and after he got home, Dax complained to him. So it's okay for him.
Like I said, the daddy, when I mentioned that earlier, is in his wife's ear saying he's just a boy, and that's what boys do. I knew it.
He told me I was overly harsh on our son and put him in danger by exposing him to germs. But he didn't put your daughter in danger by wrapping saran wrap, and she got exposed to germs, and she had to legit take a shower. Are we doing that? Because I was sure I would have said that. But I gave him the same gloves I used that when I have to wash the toilet, and it's not like he was unsupervised.
Exactly.
But my husband is mad at me and told me I went too far, and that's bad parenting. Of course, my son is mad at me too, but my daughter's on my side because she's the one that's been at the butt of all these jokes.
Like
Your husband needs to see that. Then this is when I would have a whole conversation. I'll sit everybody down like, look, the daughter's been the butt of the jokes. We've been letting him get away with this for too long. Either we gonna stay together as a union, or I go to one side of the house, you stay on the other side of the house, and y'all figure it out right there since y'all feel like that. Because ain't nobody has constant time. And I'm tired of little girls always having to fight for themselves in a household. That is not okay. The girl should be just as much as safe as the little boy is. He feels safe enough to do all these pranks, the saran wrap prank, but your husband ain't gonna learn until the prank is done to him.
That part.
Because generally it seems like he only cares about his son so far. He didn't care about his daughter that was over there crying. Because I'm pretty sure she was still crying.
Exactly. And ma'am, I'm going to tell you what to do to your husband. Get that same saran wrap. Wrap y'all toilet. Wait till your husband what time he get up at night to go pee and everything, baby. You feel me? Wrap it.
Wrap it
And
good.
then, once you wrap it, I'm talking about wrap the commode because I know they lift up the seat in order to do it. Put saran wrap the whole toilet and let him go in there. Let him go in there and ain't paying attention and have it all splashed back on him. And say, don't say you did it. Say, oh, your son thought it would be a good idea to wrap the toilet.
Right.
And let's see how livid he get on trying to wake that boy up out of his sleep to come clean up those germs then. Or have it where your son. Watch the videos with your son, baby. Find out when your husband come home, fill the balloon up with slime as soon as he come home. Have your son shoot a dart at it and they go all over his work clothes.
Oh, and someone else said this in the comments. They
It's
said,
full of crap.
They said, you're not, but your husband is, and you can see why Dax thinks it's okay to pull this stuff on his sister. What is wrong? WTF is your husband on about? You put him in danger by exposing him to germs. He cleaned the toilet. He cleaned the toilet. We all do it. In fact, lots of 12-year-olds do this as part of their chores. Even I do it from time to time. You should ask your husband if he prefer it, if he left Dax message for him to clean up when he finishes and work in the future.
That part.
I sure know who would have left it. Because it seems like you were the main one cleaning them up. So just start leaving them for your husband.
And to me, he already exposed himself to germs by putting the saran wrap over the toilet.
Right. He already, like, every time you go to the restroom, you're already exposed to germs. So it's not like it's going to kill him.
This boy and his daddy is out of control.
So saran wrap the toilet.
And like I told you, mama, tell him that your son wrapped the toilet. And let's see how he feel.
How fun it would feel.
How fun it would be for when he trying to stand there doing what he's doing and it all splash back on his legs. Let's see how much he like that. Or I'll start getting with my son. Oh, your daddy in there in the shower. You remember that prank we watched the other day?
About now.
I think you should do this and put that in your daddy's shampoo that now. And let him be bald head. Let him see how it feel to have no hair going up there at work. Edgeless.
And then his coworkers, you already know his coworkers gonna dog him because they'll be like, man, what happened to your head?
Exactly. And have him mix it. And say, oh, it was a prank that everybody played. And see how he feels.
Right.
Or I would even get with my daughter now. I know that this is not good. I put down all their shampoo. The daddy and the son. And see how they like it.
Right. They don't stop there.
They'll stop the foolishness. Do something drastic. That's what it is. It's almost like eye for eye, tooth for tooth. They don't want to do this, that, and the third. And like I told you from the get-go, I knew the daddy was the culprit.
My thing is, or what you can do, ma'am, you know them circus things, start acting like you see lions, tigers, and bears. And get a chair, get one of the whatever leather thing you can get. Be like, back. Every time your husband and your son do something crazy, you act crazy along with them. They gonna stop their foolishness. Back. I see tigers. I see lions. I see bears. Baby, it's just me. I see lions. Back.
What's going on here?
Huh?
Hold on. That's not what we're doing.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Please comment down below.
Act crazier than them. They'll act right.
Toodles.
Bye.